The pilot episode. Here we go again. With your three friends, Drew, Neil, and Perk. We got your favorite movies and shows. It's three guys nobody knows. The pilot episode.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We got Memory of a Killer on the pilot episode tonight, and we had a banger. Drew, I'll start it off by saying I thought everybody in the damn show died tonight at some point.
It was getting that way. There were a lot of moments where a lot of people could have died.
I mean, we started the show off, I thought, for like 10 seconds, I thought we lost Dutch. That's how we started the episode.
Boy, Dutch.
There's a reason he's in charge.
He's got that dog in him, buddy.
There's a reason he's in charge. You don't follow somebody in that line of work unless you know they got it.
Yeah. It's starting to get really, really good. Dutch is a bad man. But to your point, you don't get the role he has if you aren't a bad.
Yeah. There's shit talkers like me and there's guys like him. I mean, that's just what it is.
We're doing good, Mr. Tommy. I also agree with you. I do think that Angelo's secret comes out next episode. Maria starts to find out there's no way it does.
No way. You don't have a silencer on a 9 and hit a headshot like that.
Yeah.
And this is the second thing he's done that looked like he had a little training. So we almost lose her, but back to Dutch. He is the exact opposite of kind of how we felt in the middle of this season. He really does have Angelo's back. Got protection on his brother.
Yeah, I was just about to say he proved it, putting the protection on Michael. That was
and bringing up the trust.
Yeah, I thought Michael was gone, buddy.
Well, we had been through so many narrow escapes. You know, we almost lose Dutch. Angelo's been in the shit. He knows people are figuring it out. He's frustrated. He's looking into Nikki. It's just, I mean, everything that could be going on was going on this episode.
And speaking of Nikki, we also find out that she does have a heart. She helped take care of Maria. She tipped her off and made it to where she really essentially, let's be honest here, saved her life.
Well, and damn near almost failed at that. But you always got to double tap, Maria. I don't, with who your father is, we got to get a little double tap technique on that. You got to 1-2 him.
She don't know who her father is in that regard, though.
Well, she's finna learn, and she's on the range enough. Ask you cop side piece. You got to double tap.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's not really the main problem here. We did find out Nikki got roped into this. This is not like she signed up to work for the Ferryman and she was out to get Angelo.
Correct. And her way in was not her being a bad person, in my opinion.
No.
She was defending herself. And let's be honest here. I feel like Agent Grant at the time, because at the time I don't know that she was the ferryman, really roped her in and tried to make her charges seem worse than they were. Because that's
she created charges, basically. I mean,
she seen a good looking gal and was like, I can use her to infiltrate his life.
Perfect age. And she even told her, you know, he'll be keen to falling for you, you know, letting you in. And gave him the whole rundown. I don't know if Agent Grant was presenting herself as the ferryman, but here's the thing. I don't know if she ever up front has. I think it's just like they know that, you know, she's running shit and she's just using her FBI. That's just her double in the whole thing. I want to know how old buddy that's now dead got roped into it, though, or if he actually chose to help her.
Well, again, I don't know if this was a situation, like you said, if it was one where he was roped in by something he had done in his past, maybe because he was the guy who killed the mother, correct? I'm not wrong there, right? Killed Angelo's wife.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it was the same guy. So that leads me to believe that he had to have been working for her for quite some time, because I don't know that she's the reason Angelo's wife died, but I still feel like it is.
I don't know. That was so long ago. I don't know if the two are related.
This is a great question. Do we think Angelo will tell Dutch about Maria?
Well, I think they kind of opened that up. To your question, Mr. Tommy, I think they created that question on purpose by ending it with Dutch telling Angelo, "I think they're coming after you next."
Yeah.
But Dutch and Angelo haven't had that conversation where he tells him he knows who the ferryman is now, and we know Angelo knows for sure.
Yeah, because he calls Joe and even tells him.
Yes, and so we're kind of leaving out the whole ordeal with the government lady that gets sucked into this.
Dude, I mean, Agent Grant, the ferryman, absolutely just without remorse, just two pieces her and was like, "Your night's finna get a whole lot worse, buddy."
Yeah, so when he turns her over and's like, I would have never done that if I would have known. I thought, and she said, "You
Yeah.
murdered my son." I was like, okay, this is how we're going to wind this season down. Angelo's going to get out of all this, and we're going to build into something else. And they're going to close it out on the last episode with Nikki, all the loose strings. No, she pulls out, shoots her dead, looks at him, and was like, "This shit ain't over. I'm finna kill your brother and your daughter."
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think there's a way that this season ends without barring some crazy outside the park strategy where the ferryman Agent Grant doesn't die. She has to.
Well, this is the breaking point we're building up to. We're losing one of three. We're losing Dutch, Angelo. Actually, I'll give you four. Well, 4.5. Maria or Agent Grant, aka Ferryman. But one of the four, with the way this episode went and how we were so close to a big death, I don't think there's any way we get out of it without one.
Yeah. There's no way it wraps up like you said. It has to. There has to be something that puts an end to this current storyline, or expands on the storyline we have going. I guess.
I don't know, man. They've done such a good job of character development and growing it. Like Joe is so much better right now, in my opinion, than he was. Dutch has went from possibly the villain to he may be my favorite person on the show right now.
Yeah. He
Um,
impressed me.
oh,
Really
it
me.
was really really good. The one thing I'll say about this episode is Jeff wasn't in it.
No, he was on vacation, or he was out of town. I don't
He's
know
out
what
of
he was
town,
doing.
and she notes that. But I'm maybe being a little bit of a dick, but I feel like it was the best episode, and there was no Jeff. I'm not saying I want her to pick Dave. This is not a dating show, but gun to the head, you made me pick. I'm getting rid of Jeff.
See, I thought whenever Maria was not answering, I thought the next call was to Dave to tell him to get over there.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't know if Joe was gonna pop up at one of the two places either.
Yeah.
I thought that was a better possibility. But back to also Mr. Tommy's question on Angelo's double life coming out. When you think about it as a whole, with Dave, the ferryman, Dutch, now Maria knows shit. Everybody around him knows what's going on. Nikki knows way too much. Nikki knows his daughter. I don't think there's any way we keep all this separate. Now, what that looks like on as far as how it plays out with each individual and the little bit they know, I mean, you got a whole nother season in that,
Yeah.
which is a good thing, a really good thing.
Absolutely. Let's see. I'm trying to think of some other big questions we have to hit from this particular episode because I don't feel like there was a lot going on once it started. Like it was a lot once it started, but until then there was not a lot going on. I felt like
It just got very fast paced at the end. I mean, we're chasing bodies. We don't know who's going to make it out. We see Angelo get a little frustrated. And I think they're doing a good job of capturing him trying to keep reality and his memories slipping separated.
it almost looked like he was starting to have an episode when Maria looked at him.
Yes. So I think, and like when he got in the car and broke his mirror off, before, I think it was right before him and Agent Grant's conversation on the phone, it really felt like to me you could see him catching himself slipping and just pissed off he couldn't.
Speaking of episodes and the dementia we're working with here, it looked like Michael was also starting to have a little bit of a breakthrough listening to the piano.
Yes.
and then he went to playing it himself and everything. It looks like that therapy could be working a little bit for Michael. I mean, obviously, I don't know as far gone as he may be. He may not be coming back, but he may get to where he can still live a life.
I would love to see that brought in, like him make a great, obviously a TV show, not real life based, but a TV show recovery
Yeah.
and become a little bit more of a main player.
Mhm.
I do like his character. I like him as an actor.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. That's kind of a pipe dream because, I mean, 30 seconds decided whether he was going to live or die, and we all thought he was dead anyways. So,
And I feel like really good job here by the directing of this show and writing, I guess, of the show. I thought the Asian lady that Dutch hired was going to be the one who killed him. Turns out, other way around, she was protecting him.
this show does a great job of not getting predictable.
Yeah.
Those small twists like that, like you said, that could have went either way. That also crossed my mind. The Nikki character, the Maria's little bit of a love triangle that really isn't even supposed to be a love triangle. Dutch's character flip, like this show keeps you on your toes, and they do a really good job of forcing you to turn it back on next week because you got to see.
Yeah. Again, just well written. I mean, there's so much.
How about McDreamy's one of the executive producers, lead role
Oh.
and executive producer?
That makes sense with all the success he's had, and then the show comes out brand new. We would have never expected him in this role, and I feel like him taking it upon himself to put himself in a role like this makes a lot of sense. That is some great information, Mr. Tommy. That pretty much proves the question. Maria's going to find out. I don't know. Well, either Maria finds out or Dutch finds out. Again, I don't think there's a way.
I think
where-
everybody finds out everything. I mean,
And-
that's a
and that's-
possibility.
Yeah, exactly. Hence the title, Exposed. That makes a lot of sense. Everything kind of gets on the table, and then we go from there.
I like it.
Yeah. So what do you think? I know we try to do this and we try to predict things. Is there a murder or a death, I guess would be the word, a death that you feel very confident is going to happen?
I would say like 90% confident there is a death in the
Yeah.
final episode. As far as who, shit, man, you could draw straws at this point.
They've either got to try and continue this drama of the Ferryman into the next season, or they've got to kill her off in episode 10. And I don't think he wants to.
Well, let me tell you
Angelo
this.
wants to, but again, look back at his track record. What is his rule? He does not kill good people. Did that woman act like a good person this episode?
I'm going to say no.
Yeah. So I think she's dead.
Also, like, she's gone full psycho over this whole deal. I mean, did you see her wall? I mean, she is in there fucking coffee, Adderall, and taping shit up. I mean,
Yeah.
just geeked out about it. And I love the enthusiasm, but she's got to go unless if she kills somebody successfully, this could be the storyline going into season 2 that we're really after this bitch.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, unless they can kind of take it and turn it into another thing, then sure. And the way this show has gone so far, very much a possibility.
Yeah, I agree. It really could go any direction though, and with how the season's been, I'm going to be good with it, man.
Yeah. I'll be
only-
back for season 2.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm already bought into it. They had me a few episodes ago on season 2, just with how everything developed. But the only way it would like really, really piss me off if we kept Jeff and got rid of Dave. I wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
If we lose Dutch or Angelo, season 2 is gonna start off for me. I'm not saying I will not give it a chance. We have watched shows where lead actors get cut out the first episode.
Yeah.
Shout out Jason Bateman and The Outsiders for anybody that's never seen it, because you think he's the lead. I'll ruin it for you right now. 30 seconds in, bullshit.
Yeah.
Season 2 will kind of have that feel if one of them are gone. doesn't mean they can't pivot. Joe can't become a lead role. Angelo's brother get a bigger role. Like, there's a lot of ways it can go. So,
See, a sleeping death that I could see being a thing, and just the way TV works, and I hate it because again, I love this character, love this actor. I could see Joe dying being a thing,
yeah.
like it because he's a fan favorite type guy already in this show. I could just see it happening. I don't
Yeah.
know why. I don't know how. I don't know what scenario happens. I could just see it.
Yeah, he could freeze up again, and Angelo, like, beat himself up about it.
Yeah.
You're right, though. Joe is teetering on the fence of he either needs to get a bigger role or we end it on the rise. And if this thing goes for 4 seasons, at season 4, you're going to be talking about. The only thing I might would have changed is if we could have kept Joe around.
Yeah.
He's right on that fence of that line of, character development, I guess you would say. That would be a good one. I still think Maria is a possibility, though. I will say that.
Dude, again, you're barking up this tree. I don't think she's going anywhere. She's pregnant, man.
We could do the Maria. I hate to say this.
I know how the season ends. I know the last scene of the season.
She's having the baby.
She's having the baby. That's the last thing because we got the pre steps to it this episode where she's like telling Nikki it's any day now.
What if she has the baby and everything's great and the ferryman gets to her in the hospital after she has the baby?
Or the baby. We got a whole Jax Teller situation from Sons. We take the baby.
Well, we ain't gonna take no babies.
Well, obviously.
Shit, nobody clip that.
Yeah. Agent Parks or Grant takes the baby. It messes me up. She doesn't have the same last name as her son.
Yeah, that and she just comes off as a real asshole, so it makes her very forgettable.
Yeah,
but I don't know. The Maria thing, they could use that to really turn Angelo into just a full-blown psychopath.
Yeah, I get that.
But again, dude, we could throw shit at the wall all night on how many different ways this could go. The beautiful part about this series is that we have like 20 different options right now. Really, it's a much better show. It's kind of with Marshall's right now. Both shows I went into kind of 50-50.
Yeah.
I feel really good about this one too.
The one thing I can say about it is I think we've got a bang coming from episode 10. I think it's going to be a phenomenal finale because, like you said, we've left so many doors open to where they can create something special in this last episode of the first season.
What if we get 2 deaths?
It's possible. Like, I'm just saying there's so much on the table here that could happen. I think it's going to be a great finale, and I'm looking forward to it.
I agree with you 100%. We pretty much got into it all we can get into without just telling them the whole episode.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it. We will be back, let's see here, next week for Marshall's and possibly the episode we do with Perk. We still got to review Lord of the Rings. We just got to work out the work schedule. Whenever it happens, you guys will get the Lord of the Rings episode, I promise. But yeah, that's it for this week. We'll be back next week with Marshall's. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Mr. Tommy's left enough comments for everybody. We do appreciate it, Mr. Tommy. Thank you very much. You help us out because you give us topics to talk about. So anybody out there, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and let Grandma Deborah know the pilot episode released another episode. Neil?
We'll see you.
The pilot episode.